Hello viewers, welcome to yet another episode. In this video, we are going to study attributes. And before I start, I want to say that if you have not subscribed to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel so that you will get this and my upcoming videos. In this tutorial, we are going to talk about HTML attributes. And when we talk of attribute gives information about HTML element. So for example, we may have so many paragraphs in our website. So let's assume that I have this paragraph and I call it name. Then I also have other paragraphs. Now if I copy this and paste it about 4 times, if I want to identify this particular element, HTML element, you see that it's going to be difficult. So I have to add an attribute that will give me an additional information about this paragraph. So what attribute basically is that it gives us an additional information about a paragraph. And it is also always written in the beginning of the HTML. So to write an attribute in HTML, we just have to call the attribute name. So name of the attribute, then the value of the attribute. So let's assume that then you give the value. So this is what we do in HTML. And we have so many attributes in HTML. And we are going to go on, and down in the description, I'm going to also link a link in the description, and it will lead you to WW3 School, which also talk about attributes in HTML. We are going to consider very few attributes in HTML. So for example, I have this paragraph. This is my paragraph, and over around me, and see my title. So what we can do here is that we can give this paragraph an attribute. So we can give it a title. So we can write here title, which is equal to, let's say this one is paragraph 1. So what we are saying that this is the name of the attribute. So the name of the attribute here is title, and the value here is what we have presented here, which is the paragraph 1. So as I said, this is the name of the attribute, and this is the value. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to save it. So file, save as. So I will save it directly on my desktop, and I'm going to name it as attribute.html. If you don't know how to, save an HTML document, you can go and watch my previous videos to show you how to do all of this. So I'm going to call it attribute.html. So when we go down to my desktop, you see that I have my attribute.html. So I will double click on it. So we have our website open. So now with this, when I hover around it, you see that we have our paragraph 1. So when I remove the cursor, you not see, but when I move the pointer to it, you see that we have the paragraph 1 there. That is the title. What we can also do here is that we also have so many things. So this paragraph, for instance, we can give it an ID. When we talk of ID is a specific identifier for the paragraph. So we want to identify this particular paragraph. So ID, don't forget about it, because in the upcoming videos, we are going to deal with this. So just take it cool. So you can give it an ID. Let's say the ID is equal to P1. Basically, what this ID means is that it is an identifier. So if you have a thousands of paragraphs, this particular paragraph has an ID of P1. So you can call it by its ID. And as I said, we are going to deal with it. And when we read CSS in the upcoming videos, we are going to get understanding. Instead of, if you want to also give it to a specific group, you can give it a class instead of the ID. And it's also another attribute. We are also going to talk about one important attribute in HTML, which is also called the style attribute. And when we talk of the style attribute is used to style HTML documents. So you start by your style, and which is equal to your property, then the value that you want to set. Then you terminate. So this is what an HTML style. So it's used to style our document. So for example, if you call the style, that means that you are going to apply a style to your property. And you can see that you want to change the color or the background color or the font size or the text or any other thing. So for example, let's go and let me show it to you. So here in my body tag, I want to change the background color of the body. So I will say style, which is equal to that is the name of the attribute. Then we are going to set our property to be background color. We are going to say background dash color. Then we are going to set it equal to let me say green. Yes, green. Then you can terminate it. So when you press Ctrl S, now when I go to my website and I refresh, you see that we have the background of our page set to green. We can also do a whole lot of this. So if I have this paragraph here, I have my p tag, and I close my p tag. We can do a whole, so I will say I am red. What I'm going to do is that I'll just copy this. So this one will say I am yellow, and this one will say I am green. I am gray. So this is the color. So we can come here and style our paragraph. So we just style it. Then we set our property. So our property here is going to be the color. So if you want to change the color of your text, you just write your color and you set it to red. Okay, here you can also apply the same thing with your style. You also have your color. You set it to yellow. Then you can also apply it here. Then set your color to green. So when I save this and I go to my browser and refresh, you see that we have this on our web page. We have I am red, I am yellow, I am gray. So you see that we have this on our website. I am red, I am yellow, I am gray. Now there is also other things that you can do. You can add more than one HTML style attribute to your website. So inside this style, we can also say that we want our font size to increase. So we can say font size, and we can set it to 20 pixels. Font size in HTML is measured in pixels. So if you are good in Photoshop, and then so 1 pixel is there, and also measure in RAM. 1 RAM is equivalent to 16 pesos. So if you can say 20 pesos, 10 pesos, and here you go, have this to change. And these things will be treated in the CSS. This is a completely HTML. So we are not going to do a bit of styling. We just want to understand the basics of the website, how to present content to the website. So we are not going to go into much details so that you not be confused. So just understand that we have a style and we can set it color, we can set it background color and other things. So with this font size 20 pesos that I've set here, if I go to my website and refresh, you will see that I have this particular font size increase. So I can also set it to have the font size here. So now what we can do also here is that we can also change the background for this particular website, or we can also move it to center. We can give a whole lot of things to it, and we are not going to go into details. So you can use this to change your website, and we have a whole lot of attributes in HTML. As I said in the middle of this video, I'm going to leave a link down in the description below, and you can use it to read more about HTML attributes. So when you go to W3 School, we are going to have a whole lot of HTML attributes. In the upcoming videos, we are going to make use of these attributes, and you are going to enjoy it. Please, as I said, if you've not subscribed to the channel, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and please, you can comment and you can also like the video. Thank you very much for watching, and see you another time.